Hi, Pandang. Hello to you. Now, this is a glimpse into what China's future could possibly look like. Kaiyi and I are here at Zhangjiang AI Robot Valley in Shanghai's Pudong New area.
Exactly.
Now, meet GR1. He's a humanoid robot. He's as tall as me, or perhaps a bit taller, at 165 centimeters. He weighs 55 kilograms. He can walk at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. He can carry a load of up to 50 kilograms. Now, let's see how GR1 works. GR1, what do you want to say to our viewers?
It's moving his hands, I can see.
That's a wave to you guys.
What a wave.
That's a real wave.
It looks exactly like a human,
like a human,
right?
yes.
You can see it's a nice structure, and you can tell how much efforts they put into building the process.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, GR1, are you having fun with Kaiyi and I? He's
I can
attempting
tell he's
to.
having fun. Oh, thumbs
That's
up.
a thumbs up.
Wow.
Pandang, there you go. Now, GR1 is also, he's going to walk with us for a bit. So we're going to leave him at some stage, but that's GR1 walking at 5 kilometers per hour. Now, he's still, GR1 is still in its infant stage, like how you teach a baby to walk, talk, listen, and so on. GR1 still needs to be trained in some basic functions. Its creator, though, plans to put it out in the market in the near future at some stage in service industries, like as a receptionist, as a guide, and also in other industries like medical and rehabilitation, as well as manufacturing.
That's right. So Shanghai actually is China's hub for humanoid robotics. Actually, right here in this valley, we see a couple of leading robotics company like ABB and Fourier Intelligence, and together they generate an impressive annual output, I would say, of 22.1 billion yuan. And China, of course, as a whole is empowering both traditional and emerging industries through what it calls new quality productive forces. So scientific and technological innovation is the key or core of this strategy, and that includes artificial intelligence. And actually, in the latest Politburo meeting held earlier this week, Chinese officials highlighted and noted the steady development in this area. And the meeting also underlined the need to roll out a private economy promotion law and foster a favorable environment in the non-public sector development.
Absolutely right. Now, Pandang, let's have a look at how AI is playing an integral role in the manufacturing field.
Smart manufacturing for smartware. It really doesn't matter if you are in tropical Queensland in Australia or Munich in Germany. From the moment of clicking the order button, in just 72 hours, your new custom-made suit is ready for shipping.
西装定制的生产呢，需要300多道工序，以前需要大量的人工，多达10几个部门协助，一套西装制作出来需要半个月以上。现在我们从人力驱动到数据驱动，全程数字化、智能化生产。
Increasingly, textile companies in Dalian are boosting their digital transition based on 5G, industrial internet, and AI innovations. These trends are guiding the future of textile and apparel industry in China. Growing bigger is no longer a priority for China's textile and apparel sector. Instead, the country intends to develop a high-tech driven industry and engage in more value-added functions in the supply chain.
是在这种相对市场不是那么高歌猛进的时候呢，你要确认你的核心竞争力，你的产品的核心竞争力到底是在哪里？比方说设计研发，比方说真正的手工真正的这种科技和这种消费的一个链接，你有没有做得更到位啊？所以就是要洞悉市场的变化，然后反观自己的短板，然后不断的去练你的内功。
During the International Textile and Garment Supply Chain Expo this month in Dalian, exhibitors showed how traditional labor-intensive assembly lines are giving way to robotic sewing, computerized cutting, and digital printing. And the green fashion is becoming mainstream as more Chinese brands put their fall-winter collection made with eco-friendly materials on the racks.
对面料
的这块，比如说就是它从那个面料、里料，包括拉链，所有的金属的东西都要达到欧盟的 EN 的标准。我们到什么程度？我们在10多年前，我们做到什么程度？这个要求的时候，跟客户共同发展，共同去应对。
China's textile and apparel export reached over $115 billion from January to May this year, a 1.4% increase over the same period last year, according to custom data. As challenges remain with trade protectionism and rising competition from Southeast Asia, experts suggest that Chinese textile companies need to target new markets by focusing on innovation, developing high-end, smart, and sustainable products.
Pandeng, I am currently wearing a Fourier's exoskeleton. This is a lower limb rehabilitation robot, and it helps patients with debilitating spinal injuries. So should we give it a go?
Yeah, sure. I can help you with that.
Okay. So we're going to try to move with it.
Yeah.
If you can see,
wow.
I'm actually doing a small walk right now.
Yeah.
Wow. This is...
How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, it's great. It's got a very good support system, as you can see, and it helps patients walk on flat ground and a bit of a gentle incline. Now, the beauty of it is that the whole family can take part in the whole rehabilitation process. Like how Kaiyi was helping to push me around, family members can also navigate and maneuver this robot. Now, there are several types of robots like this. I think we can actually stop the robot right now.
Yeah, actually...
Now, there are many robots like this, and one is for the elderly, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is a very good product that will be out in the market soon.
Yeah, actually, this can be a big help because you know what, guys? China has one of the fastest growing aging populations in the world. Actually, data from international journal The Lancet Public Health show that there are more than 460 million people in China with rehabilitation demands. And with that in mind, the government has introduced and launched a series of policies to develop rehabilitation robots in China. And that includes creating standards for rehabilitation treatment and also allocating resources to institutions and centers.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, and with that, I'll leave you there for a minute while you get out of the
try to get out of this. Yes.
Yeah, and today we're joined by Mr. Gu Jie, CEO of Fourier Intelligence. Thank you for joining us on the show, sir. So how do you see the development and potential of China's robotics industry? 您如何看待中国机器人产业的发展和前景？
在中国的话呢，这个机器人产业有巨大的潜力这2-3年呢，技术上面也发展得非常的快。以前呢，大家看到都是一些单一功能的一些机器人，但现在的像这种人形机器人，它其实是一种通用功能的机器人。它未来的话呢，可以用于非常多的一些场景。中国呢也有非常好的这个电动车的技术，消费类电子的这个制造的技术。它未来的话呢，能够把这些机器人做到大家买得起、用得起。所以我们觉得未来这个机器人可能会像我们下一代手
and affordable. It's just like the next generation of mobile phone. It's just like a mobile phone that can walk.
So actually, as we just mentioned at the top of our tour, actually the latest Politburo meeting, it actually mentioned and underlined the need to roll out a private economy promotion law. So I'm just wondering, like, how has the government been supporting the industry? 那么政府都采取了怎样的措施来支持我们的产业？
政府的话呢，现在对于整个新
government is very supportive to the new quality productive forces, and the government has rolled out a series of supportive policies. For example, in the early stages, we have some incubators and startup policies, so that more young people they dare to get into this sector. On the other hand, in terms of infrastructure building and expositions and startup centers and valleys and laboratories, and also some of the technological platforms, and there have been a lot of support so that it can reduce the R&D cost. And last but not least, at the national level, there is also a lot of support for some core technologies and core products which represent China's new quality
productive forces, and China is very bold in this regard.
Mr. Gu.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Sorry to interrupt your conversation. So you guys were talking about the robotics industry.
I was just about to ask Mr. Gu, like, what are some of the challenges that we face in the industry right now? 那么我们目前是不是也面临一些困境和挑战？
人形机器人呢，还是有
the humanoid robots faces more challenges. For example, in the past, the robots were very expensive and we could not afford it. But in our projection, in the next 3 to 5 years, humanoid robots will become cheaper and cheaper as they scale up in massive production, so that it's just the price of a vehicle, a car, so that more people can afford this product. Secondly, in the past, they were only able to handle single functions, but right now they can be adapted to different functionalities and scenarios, and they can take up more tasks, and they can also be used in association with the big data, particularly big data driven by AI, so that they can work together with AI.
Mr. Gu, just to help our viewers understand the role of Zhangjiang AI Robot Valley, how does it help in the development of the robotics industry?
那么我们这个张江机器人股对于机器人发展的产业上，它有一个怎样的角色？
在张江机器人股呢，
In Zhangjiang AI Robot Valley, we have a very good ecosystem. For example, Fourier is actually working out the main body of the robots, but at the upstream we have 40 plus enterprises doing components. And when the robots deliver, they can be used in medicine, in reception desks such as banks, and they can also be used as industrial robots in plants. So we have a lot of developers which can truly translate these products into real application scenarios. And we also have a humanoid robots innovation center. We have technological institutes and also universities and institutes, so that we can form an ecosystem.
Just walk with us. Given your expertise in this industry, where do you see the future of the robotics industry, and which industries do you think will benefit greatly from robotics in the near future?
您认为机器人产业的未来和前景是怎样的？
我们觉得机器人
So we believe the robotics industry will represent the next round of industrial revolution. We used to have PC and then mobile phone, but the robot is a walking mobile phone, and it can engage in a task from the beginning to the very end and give you a closed-loop service. So we think that the robot will just be like a mobile phone, and in the future we will have a robot that is customized to our own needs, and that will take some time. But before that day comes, robots, they will be able to take up some arduous and monotonous work. For example, in a factory plant that requires 24-hour work, and also in fire emergencies, and the robots, they can take up those very dangerous tasks. And the robots, they also look very handsome, and they can help communicate and receive our guests, and they can also engage in communication with us. And also in the old age care industry, we have a lot of rehab hospitals. Robots can be a great help to all of them and a companion to all of them.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. Thank you so much.
Mr. Gu, pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. As Mr. Gu just mentioned, the industry is booming, and it's largely because how the government has been supporting the industry over the past couple of years.
Yeah. Look who we have here. Lanyo, what are you up to?
Hey guys, well, I am reminiscing the beautiful water town of Suzhou, where we were a couple of days ago, and while practicing my balance.
Right. So our colleague Lanyo is here, and she's going to explain to us how this training platform works.
Yeah, sure. So the machine I am on right now is actually far more sophisticated than it appears. The Galileo system is an advanced training platform. It got a dual belt treadmill, a surround sound system, LED screen, and also motion capture system. Well, it allows users to train in this virtual reality environment and at the same time get a precise analysis of their motion. Well, some of the applications include the balance training, which I am doing right now, and also different exercises for different injuries. And it also supports psychological rehabilitation for those who may go through traumatic events and resulting in PTSD. Well, this system is designed to help them overcome fears and at the same time alleviate symptoms through training in this VR settings. Well, but let me remind you, this is still one of the latest innovations of the company, and it is still undergoing testings and upgrades. So I guess we can expect to see more of it in the real world setting in the near future. All right, Gas and Kaiyi, I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited for it.
Definitely, we are as well. A lot of potential, a lot of opportunities for the robotics industry.
Indeed.
That's right, Lanyo. We're going to leave you there for a minute.
Yeah,
so, guys, actually, Shanghai holds the future in China in terms of the robotics industry. Is committed to become the global top innovation center. And just to give you a sense of the AI market size here in China, is projected to reach around 34 billion US dollars. And of course, just in a global comparison, the biggest market size will still be in the United States at around 50 billion US dollars. But we can see clearly that China has been working hard trying to catch up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As China races to lead in AI and robotics, Shanghai has actually come up with China's first governance guidelines for humanoid robots, calling for risk controls and international collaboration. Now, it's calling on the makers of humanoid robots to factor in 2 points. One is to protect human security. Second, safeguard human dignity. I think that's a great call as China moves forward to create an innovation-led economic growth model.
That's quite something.